Hey guys, I'm Josh Getzau. On February 9th, Penguins President and CEO David Morehouse introduced Ron Hextall and Brian Burke as the team's new general manager and president of hockey operations. As experienced hockey executives with a passion for the game, they are committed to leading the Penguins to success this season and beyond.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great day for hockey in Pittsburgh. It's a very exciting day for the Penguins. Today we're announcing Ron Hextall is our new general manager and Brian Burke in a new position as our president of hockey operations. It was overwhelming the amount of interest we received from around the league and around the world. You know, we had to cull through lots of recommendations, lots of resumes, lots of plans on what they thought the Penguins should be looking at in the future. And through that process and talking to Ron Burke and Mary Lemieux, we decided we were going to extend an offer to Ron Hextall.
Obviously, I've been here when I was a kid, but I think just the way the organization's run, the perception. I mean, when you look at top organizations in the league, I think everybody looks at the original six, and then you kind of build out from there, and you start looking, and Pittsburgh is right in the mix there. I think it's one of the top franchises in the National Hockey League for sure.
Ron Hextall, who we know is a fierce competitor. I'd rather have him on our side of the ice than the other side of the ice, I can tell you that. And so would Robbie Brown.
He looks, goes in front to Brown, he shoots and scores! Oh, what a play again by Lemieux!
And Hextall came after Robbie Brown. He's not allowed to celebrate the goal, I guess.
Hextall's competitive spirit was not lost in the interview process, where an unfortunate follow-through with a goalie stick 3 decades ago was brought up.
He came up to clear the puck, and Hextall's stick came up and caught Lemieux, apparently.
It was Hextall.
Yeah, it's the stick that caught him. Mario is going to go to the locker room.
I had not much recollection of that, and then as soon as David said it, I was like, yeah. So that was a little tough. We didn't get off to a good start, but thankfully it finished a lot better than it started.
As we were talking about extending that offer to Ron Hextall, some of the people we were talking to, trying to gauge their input on the different candidates, one of them was Brian Burke.
Well, I'm a big fan of David Morehouse's. I've known him for years. So I called him and said, when you're doing this GM search, I'm not interested in the job, but if I can be of assistance, I'd be happy to.
But in 2005, as general manager of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, he did have interest in the NHL Draft Lottery's first overall pick.
We are down to the final 2 picks in the NHL Lottery Draft, and it is Brian Burke's Anaheim Mighty Ducks and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh Penguins.
And I don't know why. All I ever had was a 50% chance, but I was convinced we were getting them. And I was so disappointed. We ended up drafting Bobby Ryan, who's had a great career, great kid. But I was so disappointed because for some reason I talked myself into believing we were going to get him.
Looks good on City, that sweater. Like you can make your squad.
We'll make room.
Yeah, we'll make room.
So when I was talking to Mario, he said, Berkey, how about Berkey? And so I emailed Ron Burke, said maybe we could get 2 for the price of 1.
Next thing you know, David offered me the job. I said I have to sleep on it because I was resolved not to get back in on the team side. And this is really the only situation that would appeal enough to me. Ownership, the city, one of the great sports towns in the world, passionate fans, winning culture. And I said yes. I don't recall being this excited about taking a job. Remember back in the lottery, I just missed on Sidney Crosby? Well, now I got Sidney Crosby. Good to be here.
Having Ron and having Brian Burke in tandem continues the tradition that the Penguins have had. We've always had great talent in our leadership positions. We've had Hall of Famers, Scotty Bowman, Badger Bob, Craig Patrick, Jim Rutherford, and now Brian Burke and Ron Hextall.
This new tandem is now focused on working together and putting the best team on the ice for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Big part of your job is taking stuff off the GM's plate. So if you can go to the governor's meetings, there's 4 of those a year. If you can go to the All-Star game, if you can, all the speaking requests that a team gets, if you could take even 30 off the GM's plate, that gives them 30 days or 30 lunches or 30 evenings to find the 23 best players and put them on the ice.
Burke's great. He loves the game of hockey. He watches, he'll watch 2 games at a time. He's got one on the TV, he's got one on his iPad. To have somebody to bounce things off of that's been sitting in the chair before, certainly a strength of our organization right now.
In addition to his experience, Burke's fashion sense is quickly growing in popularity throughout the organization.
People are fascinated by this, and okay, so I'll tell you the 30-second version of it. When the Pittsburgh Penguins are open for business at 9 a.m., the Vancouver Canucks were open for business at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I was in the office at 6 o'clock every day, kept all my suits at work, and then the last thing I do is throw my tie over my thing. Well, I'm not going to waste time tying a tie down in the dressing room, so I went upstairs like this, and then I tie it whenever I needed to. And then finally, just out of laziness, I just stopped tying it all together. So it's hilarious how people are focused on that one thing.
We're very fortunate that people view the city of Pittsburgh, our fans, our hockey club the way they do, because just like the free agents that want to come here, so do management people, and that's why we're able to get two of the best in the business, and we're looking forward to working with them.